Okay, are you ready? There we go. What color is that?
Brown.
Maybe if we take a pencil and then we make a face. And then we see the life in the eyes. Life is always in the eyes. There's our monster.
¿Qué pasa, cómo está mi gente? I am Zay Zay, and welcome to another banging interview. Today, I am privileged. I get to sit here with award-winning director. You know him from maybe The Impossible, or perhaps even El Orfanato, The Orphanage. Well, you're definitely going to know him for this next one. His latest opus, A Monster Calls, is ready for your consumption, right?
Yes.
We're going to say that. I'm sitting with J.A. Bayona. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien.
¿Cómo se siente?
Me siento estupendo hablando de esta película que estoy muy orgulloso.
Yeah, your movie's about to come out right now. Okay, so every director wants to think that every movie that they do, every frame is a painting, right? Mm-hmm. But when I look at one of your movies, it's almost that.
And even the main character in this film is an artist.
Exactly.
That was a way of having that thing justified, right, in terms of the story.
But your movies are so beautiful. Like, you can pull out the beauty from things that aren't generally considered beautiful, but you somehow find a way to frame it that way.
How does the story begin?
With a boy, too old to be a kid.
You're coming to live with me. Don't touch anything.
Too young to be a man.
I no longer see you.
What did he do?
He called for a monster. Whoa, indeed.
Yeah, I think every element inside the frame is very important in terms of the story.
Yeah.
Every single object tells you a little bit about the story. So in this case, there are moments that the whole screen turns into a painting.
Yeah.
Actually, a real painting, because we have very beautiful animations telling us stories, fairy tales that the monster tells a kid.
Right. Okay, well, the fairy tale thing is definitely prevalent in this movie, but you also have a way of showing that children aren't necessarily as helpless. It's almost like in your movies you try to empower them, especially in this one, A Monster Calls. It's not all about fairy tales, right? It's about empowering a kid.
Well, I mean, it's a movie about growing up and how to understand that life is uncertain and things can be black and white at the same time. For a kid, that idea can feel like a cheat, but as you grow up, you understand that life is like that there's a lot of grace, and you need to accept that.
I know everything about you. The truth that you hide. The truth you dream.
I'm sorry you have to face this, but you have to be brave. Do you understand?
What shall I destroy next?
Break the windows!
Break them yourself.
It's okay that you're angry. I'm angry too. And if you need to break things, by God, you break them.
Now, one of the themes in this movie is bullying. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't like that. I personally, I was bullied when I was a kid, if you could believe it. Now I'm a little too, not anymore, but how important was it to portray that part of a child's life very honestly in this movie?
Yeah, I think that, it's not just about the bully, but the movie talks about a lot of emotions that a kid can go through. Mm-hmm. Like loneliness or rage or self-blame. And, I think that what the movie does so well is that it uses fantasy, uses fantasy to talk about it in a very accessible way,
Yeah.
and very respectful way, and
Sure.
and it's very serious when the movie talks about these things,
Claro.
you know. And they know, the kids, they go through that, you know, they go through that every day at school, and no one is telling them about it. And I think it's very good to have a movie that talks about it using fantasy in a way that it's very cool for them.
I wish I had 100 years. 100 years I could give to you. I'm afraid.
Of course you are afraid, but you will make it through.
Sell me this movie. Why do I need to go see A Monster Calls? Dale, sin pena.
I think that, you know, as a director, when I sit down with an audience and I see the reactions they have with the monster calls, it's so rewarding. It's an experience. It's an emotional journey. You're going to love it, I can tell you. I can guarantee. And if you don't like it, you can come to me and say it and do whatever you think you need to do.
Yeah, and we got a monster that'll come and talk to you about.
Yeah, we'll
like
send you
it.
Liam Neeson.
Mr. Bayona, thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time. Gracias.
Okay.
For this is why you called me.